Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Nello. Today we're going to be discussing the data engineering role in 2025, and we're going to dive into the things that are required for you to succeed as a data engineer in 2025, whether you're pivoting or you are just starting out, you're pivoting from a different role, you're just starting out. Let's dive into the things that I think are required. To give you more context about my background, I have worked as an analytics engineer and as a data engineer with two different tech companies. So I'm going to be sharing these based on my experience and the things that I have seen in the market. The first thing I think is required for the data engineering role is SQL. SQL is still the foundation of every data role. You are going to write queries. Even people that are not necessarily working with data use SQL. Business folks use SQL. So as a data engineer, you must know SQL. So if you're interested in the data engineering role, SQL is a must-have. The second thing I would recommend is cloud technologies. We are no longer in a time where companies have their data stored anywhere outside of the cloud. As an engineer, you're going to be helping move the data from point A to B. You're going to be doing migrations. You're going to be doing transformations. You're going to be pooling, and you will need to understand cloud technologies. What are the different cloud technologies there are? There's Snowflake, there's Databricks, there's Azure, there's AWS. I highly recommend familiarizing yourself with all the different ways that data is stored, because you do not know what your company is going to have and the technology you're going to have to work with. So cloud is one strong skill that is required for the data engineering domain. The next one for every good data engineer is the ability to optimize data pipelines. They want to know the pipelines you have built. What kind of pipeline have you built? How did you optimize your pipeline for performance? Not just the ability to build, but also to optimize. That's what really makes a good engineer. What influences your decision to choose a specific kind of technique? When do you choose an incremental load as opposed to a full load? You know, things like these are things that you will need to know. Some of the tools I've seen data engineers use to understand just optimization are tools like Data Build Tool, Microsoft Fabric. These are two really good tools in the data space that are really good for like really good data practices. So if you can learn DBT or Microsoft Fabric, I think that that will put you in a space where you have really good understanding of how to build optimized pipelines. The last one is just being super curious. You know, technologies come and go, the space changes really quickly, and you have to maintain the curiosity and the ability to learn in order for you to continue to succeed. So let me run down the list of the things that I said. The first one was SQL, the next one was cloud technologies, the third one was the ability to build optimized pipelines that can actually run well, hold the data well, and depending on what the company's need is. And lastly, your ability to be curious and a lifelong learner. Tools come and go, practices come and go, new things come and go. So if you're interested in data engineering, those are my tips. As you guys can already tell, the data engineering role is one that is very technical. So if you do not have any love for programming or learning about technology, this is not a role that you would enjoy. I highly recommend you sit it out. But if you do, you're going to enjoy working as a data engineer. The last thing I'm going to recommend for aspiring data professionals is my data analytics guide. If you follow me, you already have seen me talk about this guide at length. This is for aspiring data professionals. So not necessarily for data engineers, but if you're an aspiring data professional, you're going to enjoy reading this. So I highly recommend use the link in my bio to get your hands on one of these. It contains details on the data team, the different roles, and all that good stuff. And that's it in this video. If you like this video, be sure to give me a subscribe, as well as use the link in my bio to join my newsletter. I do want to say that we are working internally on a data engineering cohort, but you right now can get access to all my training materials completely for free. So if that is something that you're interested in, make sure use the link in my bio to join my newsletter. And as always, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.